guys, I think it's time to talk. It's right for Roswell time.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the...
Hey guys, it's Dave from Dave's Dimension back again for another video. I know it's been a while, but it's Ride for Roswell time. It's crunch time for the Ride for Roswell. Those that know my channel, you know every year I do an annual fundraising event for the Ride for Roswell, which benefits Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute here in the Buffalo, New York area. They are the nation's leading cancer research and treatment facility. They have literally been around, well, since the late 1800s, believe it or not, 1890s, I believe. And they treat all forms of cancer. They do cancer research. They develop new vaccines and new treatments every year. They are on the forefront of cancer research and developing new treatments. Now, not every cancer is terminal. Well, when my mother was alive, she had endured skin cancer for years upon years upon years. I don't want to go into the details, but every couple of years, she would be going back to Roswell for skin treatments and grafts and treating skin cancer. She fell asleep in the sun as a teenager, and, that contributed to her, she developed skin cancer. It wasn't anything tremendously horrifying. Well, it all depends on your perspective. Cancer has a physical component, but also has a emotional and psychological component as well. A lot of people forget that. And also, cancer affects not just the patient themselves, but their families and how some people perceive them. You see someone who maybe they, obviously they don't have any hair in their head at all. You might think it's maybe alopecia, or you might think, oh, that person's going through chemo. And when you find out someone has cancer, you're not trying to do so, but you're automatically kind of treating that person different, and that makes them feel tremendously off. It makes them feel tremendously horrible. Now, as I said, not all forms of cancer are terminal, but many are. Many, if they go unchecked, can spread. I've known people who have lost loved ones who maybe they had cancer in one part of their body. It was treated, but the cancer went through the nerves and lymph nodes and spread into other parts of the body where they could not be treated. Roswell, for every year, I mean, since, well, I want to say 89, since 1989 or so, they've been doing this annual bike riding fundraising event, the Ride for Roswell. Now, this is my third year. First year I actually did 20. Last year I did 30. This year I'm doing the 44.89 miles. So let's just say 45. 45-mile Canada route. So I'm pushing myself. I'll be riding from downtown Buffalo, actual Roswell Park itself, leaving there, going over to Peace Bridge, going through Canada along the Niagara River, and then coming back across the U.S. side, and then going from Niagara Falls, New York, all the way back down to the University of Buffalo campus. And I'm going to be recording as much as I can the entire time. It is a bit of a long ride, so yeah, probably about 3 or 4 hours. So we'll see what happens with that, guys. But reason why I'm doing this video is so many of you have stepped up and you've donated to the Ride for Roswell, and I can't thank you guys enough. But we set a goal this year. We didn't quite reach that goal, but there's still time, guys, and that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. I want anyone who's out there, if you have $5, $10, I'm not asking for 100 from this person and 75 from this person. If you have 10 here, 20 there, whatever you have, if you can go to, I'm going to have links in the video description below, and all you have to do is you can either click on that link, it'll take you directly to the donation page, or you can just simply go to rideforroswell.org. You can see it right there, rideforroswell.org. All you have to do is go to the rideforroswell.org, click on the donate button. When it takes you, after you do that, it's going to take you to where you can search by name. You're going to type in my legal name, which is David Farrell. And I'm going to have the spelling in the video description below and right here. All you have to do is type in my name and you'll pull up my direct donation page as well. So there's multiple ways that you guys can go ahead and donate. Right now we're at about, I think we're about just around 13. My goal was the $1,500 goal. Even if we don't reach that goal, guys, you guys have come out. You've helped out so much. People like Mr. B, The Nathan Bowden Show, Colbane Games. Um, I mean, big shout out to 1000th Ghost, Darth Blaze, Rolando Flores, the multiversal moderator, as I like to call him. So many people out there, Britterbug Gaming. I mean, everyone out there who, I could spend an hour going through all the names. I honestly could. And I want to thank every single one of you for coming out and helping to support. But I know times have been tough this past year, finances with everyone. But I'm helping. If you guys can go through your couch cushions for change, maybe you have a bag of bottles that you're going to take to the store for those nickel deposits. Whatever you have, guys, if you can spare $10, $20, whatever you have. I mean, look at it. A large pizza is like $27. I mean, $20 is not that much. Cup of coffee, whatever you have, if you can spare it and you can donate directly to the Ride for Roswell, great. Now, if you have issues trying to donate money to Roswell itself, if you message me through Instagram at Daves_Dimension, we'll work out some arrangements if we need to do PayPal or Cash App or Venmo, and then I push it through to the website. I mean, there's a lot of different ways we can attack this, guys. My own father, we found out after he passed that he had cancer. My wife's family, several people she's lost due to cancer. It affects us all. Whether you've had it, your family members had it, a friend of your family may have had it, or you know someone who's had cancer. This is investing in our future, guys. This is helping. Like in my posts, I say, help me help Roswell and let's ride for a cure. And that's what we're doing. Every year, I think last year, I think they raised $5.6 million. From the Ride for Roswell alone, that helps $5.6 million worth of cancer research and treatment, guys. I say every nickel, every penny, every nickel, every dime makes a world of difference, and so can you guys. And that's why I'm doing this video. I'm asking if you can please donate to the Ride for Roswell, and let's make a difference. Let's ride for a cure. I know a lot of other organizations that do fundraising throughout the year, especially during the month of October, which happens to be my birth month. October happens to be Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I know a lot of different organizations that do fundraising. In fact, I know there's a bowling league in Buffalo, New York area known as the Bowl for a Cure, which is headed by some very amazing people, including a good family friend, Beverly Edwards. She's been pushing that initiative for many years. So if you're in the Western New York region and maybe bowl at Airport Lanes and a few other spots, please keep on the lookout for them. They do a lot of fundraising initiatives throughout the year, but they do some bowling tournaments and bowling events during the month of October. So please check out your local Facebook. Check out Facebook and take a look for Bowl for a Cure. They're an amazing organization. But Roswell Park tackles everything. Whether you have breast cancer, lung cancer, all different forms of cancer, no matter what it is. Even Pro Football Hall of Famer Jim Kelly, former quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, past several years he's been going through. Well, he had cancer in his jaw and they removed it. They also helped with reconstructive surgery. Cancer. Now, Roswell doesn't just develop new treatments. It's not just the physical treatments that they do. There's psychological treatments. There's counseling. As I said, it affects not only the patient but also their families. And Roswell does so many initiatives and so many events. And one thing that blew me away last year, because when I first started, it was in the middle of you know what. There was a worldwide kind of situation going on. So there was a lot of social distancing. Last year was my first true experience. And what they do is they talk about the money that they raised, year to date, and all the advances that they've been able to do thanks to this. But last year they announced, this is my first time experiencing it. Okay, we want everyone who is a survivor, who is a patient, to raise their hand. And I expected maybe 5 people to raise their hands. It was more like 15 or 20 that were standing around me. That in itself, it kind of blows your mind. It awakens you to, like, wow, you are making a difference, and all these people are they're still trying to help others who've gone through what they went through. So it's a tremendous experience, guys. And as I said, I'm going to record as much as I possibly can to share this with you. But it shows that cancer is not a one-way ticket. Okay? It is not, you hear that word, you hear the C word, and you think that it's over. It's not. You can fight and you can come back, and you're changed forever, but you're still there. You're with your families, you're out there, you're still enjoying life. I mean, these are people who are doing 20, 30, 50-mile rides to help fundraise and help give back, help pay it forward. And that's what I'm asking you guys to do is, if you can, please step up and donate what you can. That's all I can ask for you guys. You guys have been tremendous. If you're in a situation where you can't donate, at the very least, can you share this video? Can you post these reshare these postings on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever platforms you're on, guys? Please share this out, because, like I said, every nickel, every dime, every cent, every dollar makes a world of difference. It helps fund Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute. It helps the Ride for Roswell become bigger and better each year. I mean, the bigger it gets, the more word we get put out, and it makes a world of difference. And again, I want to thank everyone who has supported the Stream for the Cure initiative. Last year, we didn't have the numbers this year that we had the year before, but that's not going to stop us. We're going to keep going. I just want to thank everyone who's been supporting this initiative, people who've already spoken to me about participating next year, Mr. B Customs, Papa Gord, Sleeping Collectibles, T3 Collects, my partner in crime, Dre from Sue's Geek Vault, who's also the other half of the Outer Dimensions podcast, which you can always find every Wednesday night on the Outer Dimensions podcast channel on YouTube. And also look for it on Spotify, where they do movie reviews discussing different movie picks. Not the newest ones, but we go through some awesome classics, maybe some ones you haven't heard of, and we discuss them, we break them down and analyze. So you always want to check that out. But guys, there's too many people for me to thank. My wife, Mrs. Dimension, for getting me into it, because this is her 9th year doing it. I was her bike mechanic for a couple years, and then I went through the health change that I went through and said, you know what, maybe I'll try. I signed up for the 10-mile. I actually pushed myself for the 20-mile the first year. I've known people who lost others to cancer. I had, like I said, my own mother had skin cancer for a number of years. It didn't contribute to her passing, but it still tremendously affected her, to the point where we don't have a whole lot of photos of my mom, because she did not like taking photos because of her skin cancer. So it's something that can definitely seriously affect a lot of people. But I just want to thank everyone who's donated. There's still time to donate. Ride for Roswell, their donation window is going to be open after the ride as well. But I want to try and get as much donated as we possibly can before the Ride for Roswell, which is this Saturday morning, June 24th, 2023. I'm actually starting my route at 7:30 in the morning, guys. So, until next time, guys, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting. And you know what I'm going to say. I will always catch you on the flip side.